today's bulletin, President conveys a message of condolence to South Korea following the catastrophic incident at Muan International Airport. Travel bans on 9 individuals have been lifted as authorities investigate alleged corruption linked to the Binwaria scheme. And MP Ifan states current administration finds itself fulfilling responsibilities typically associated with opposition parties. Good evening and welcome to News. I'm Nashra and thank you for joining us today. President Dr. Mohammad Muiz has conveyed a message of condolence to acting President Choi Sang-mok following the catastrophic incident at Muan International Airport in the Republic of Korea. The crash of Jeju Air Flight 7C2216 at Muan International Airport on December 29, 2024 claimed 179 lives, with only 2 survivors, marking South Korea's deadliest aviation disaster in over 25 years. The Boeing 737-800 aircraft crash-landed after what investigators suspect was a landing gear failure. Video footage captured the aircraft sliding on its belly before bursting into flames upon impact. Both the flight data recorder and cockpit voice recording device have been recovered from the crash site, and the investigation continues. In his message, President Dr. Muiz expressed profound shock and sorrow upon learning of the tragic incident. He extended his heartfelt condolences to the bereaved families and conveyed his sympathies to the government and the people of the Republic of Korea, particularly those directly affected by this catastrophic event. The president concluded by expressing his hopes for the successful completion of ongoing recovery efforts at the crash site, whilst acknowledging the Korean nation's strength and resilience during this challenging period. Officials from the Maldives and China today formalized the Maldives-China Free Trade Agreement (FTA) in a ceremony held on December 30, 2024, paving the way for implementation on January 1, 2025. The Minister of Economic Development and Trade, Mohammad Said, attended in person, while Chinese Commerce Minister Wang Wentao and officials participated virtually. Originally signed in 2014 and approved by Parliament in 2017, the agreement's implementation was delayed following the 2018 change in government. Implementation efforts resumed after President Dr. Mohammad Muiz took office. The pact aims to strengthen economic ties between the nations, with Minister Said highlighting anticipated benefits, including reduced import costs and enhanced market access for Maldivian businesses. Professional services, including legal, architectural, and healthcare sectors, will gain entry to the Chinese market, whilst self-employed individuals can export their products directly. Minister Wang emphasized the agreement's role in strengthening bilateral relations, noting zero tariff provisions for Maldivian fish exports to China. The agreement is expected to benefit consumers through lower prices and increased product variety in the local market. Trade between the nations currently stands at $700 million and is projected to reach $1 billion following the agreement's implementation. Travel bans on 9 individuals have been lifted as authorities investigate alleged corruption linked to the Binwaria scheme under former President Ibrahim Mohamed Solih's administration. The probe is being led by the police and the Anti-Corruption Commission (ACC). Authorities initially seized the passports of 20 individuals as part of the investigation. Among these individuals were Ibrahim Fazul Rashid, former Managing Director of the Housing Development Corporation (HDC), and his brother Mohammad Fazil Rashid, Deputy Managing Director of the Male Water and Sewerage Company (MWSC). In a recent development, travel restrictions on 9 individuals have been revoked. However, this does not include Fazul and Fazil. According to the police, the decision to lift the bans was made in consultation with the Prosecutor General and on the advice of the Prosecutor General's Office (PGO). Deputy Minister of Homeland Security and Technology, Mohammad Shahid, has highlighted that President Dr. Mohammad Muizzu's legislative agenda aims to address long-standing legal gaps and resulting from the absence of necessary regulations under existing laws. Speaking on MMTV's Bodo Khabar program, Shahid emphasized that the legislative reforms introduced by the current administration are designed to ensure national security, prosperity, and a safe environment for all citizens, including the youth, elderly, and children. As an example, Shahid pointed out the outdated Drugs Act, which had not been revised to meet evolving challenges. The current administration has initiated amendments to modernize the Act and strengthen related regulations. He also underscored proposed changes to laws aimed at tackling gang violence, enhancing police investigation capabilities, and reinforcing measures against financial scams. Additionally, Shahid mentioned ongoing efforts to tackle issues related to illegal migrants and amend tobacco laws and regulations, ensuring a more robust legal framework to address these challenges effectively. Ahmad Aifan, Parliament Member MP for Hemweru North Constituency, has stated that the current administration finds itself fulfilling responsibilities typically associated with opposition parties. Speaking on MMTV's Bodo Khabar program, Aifan expressed concerns about the current state of opposition politics in the Maldives. He observed an apparent absence of constructive opposition voices and noted that effective government oversight need not compromise national stability or impede beneficial initiatives. Aifan indicated that the government's majority in parliament has taken on traditional opposition responsibilities. He encouraged the Maldivian Democratic Party, MDP, and other political entities to maintain a constructive approach. The MP also emphasized the importance of keeping President Dr. Mohammad Muizzu's public welfare initiatives separate from political maneuvering. Reflecting on recent political history, Aifan discussed the period immediately following President Muizzu's election, when the MDP held a supermajority in parliament. He outlined several instances where, in his view, parliamentary processes were used to create administrative challenges, including matters concerning cabinet appointments and confidence motions. The MP concluded by suggesting that there appears to be a growing public awareness of discrepancies between certain political promises and subsequent actions. We'll be back after a short break. Welcome back. The Ministry of Higher Education, Labour and Skills Development has announced plans to construct student accommodation in 4 key regions across the Maldives: Raduafaru, Rahuruduffaru, Gafalif-Vilingili, and Formula City. State Minister of Higher Education, Labour and Skills Development Ahmad Shafiu stated that the selected islands were identified based on applications submitted by various communities, including direct requests made to President Dr. Mohammad Muizz. Providing an update on the project's progress, State Minister Shafiu confirmed that the necessary land has already been allocated for the accommodation, with practical development work set to commence in 2025. Shafiu explained that the size and facilities of each accommodation will be tailored to the number of students expected from the respective areas. The accommodation will include essential amenities such as teaching facilities, classrooms, and living spaces designed to create a conducive and learning environment. The ministry aims to complete the accommodation project within the next 5 years, with the goal of enabling students from islands to access higher education opportunities not available locally. Currently, the Maldives National University (MNU) offers student accommodation in Male City, Gavdal Tinadu, Sin Hitadu, and Hadal Kurudufushi. The Maldives has seen a notable surge in private jet arrivals as the country experiences one of its busiest tourist seasons. According to the Maldives Airports Company Limited (MACL), over 30 private jets are currently parked at Welana International Airport, with arrangements made to accommodate the influx across 3 designated parking areas. Speaking to MMTV, an MACL official stated that the airport has allocated 68 parking spaces in the northern, eastern, and southern sections of the facility to manage the rise in private jet traffic. This operational adjustment reflects a broader increase in jet movements recorded this year. As of December 28, Welana International Airport logged 2,326 jet movements, a 10% increase compared to the 2,107 recorded during the same period last year. For December alone, 150 jet movements were documented, representing an 8% rise from the 137% recorded in December 2023. The heightened activity coincides with the winter season, a peak period for foreign tourists visiting the Maldives to celebrate Christmas and New Year's Eve. To handle the seasonal surge in passenger traffic, Welana International Airport has introduced new operational measures and deployed additional staff. The Maldives has set an ambitious target of $5 billion in tourism revenue for 2025, following a record-breaking performance in 2024. The goal reflects a strategic shift towards content-driven marketing and international partnerships to sustain growth and reinforce its status as a leading global destination.
The Maldives Marketing and Public Relations Corporation, MMPRC, has announced plans to prioritize video-based digital campaigns while collaborating with airlines, tour operators, and retail brands. Key initiatives include launching the Visit Maldives Shop, a merchandise platform, and the Visit Maldives Calendar, a guide to events across the islands. The Visit Maldives Academy will provide certifications for tourism professionals, and a new data dashboard developed with global partners will offer industry insights. MMPRC has also highlighted plans to introduce Visit Maldives Week in key markets like Germany, Dubai, India, and Russia, featuring media briefings, networking events, and outdoor promotions. Building on digital successes like the Winter is Blue campaign, which reached 22 million viewers in 1 month, MMPRC is to target niche groups such as solo travelers and small leisure groups. Additionally, the Burunuboma Sustainable Fishing Competition, set for April and May 2025, aims to attract global attention. Plans to optimize budgets include shifting resources from traditional trade fairs to webinars, familiarization trips, and influencer collaborations. MMPRC has said that with consistent engagement across its top 25 markets, the Maldives is positioned in 2025 as a defining year for its tourism sector.
The Maldives Marketing and Public Relations Corporation (MMPRC) has reported that the state earns an average $600 in direct revenue from each tourist visiting the Maldives. During a year-in review conference, MMPRC's board chairman Abdullah Giyas explained that revenue from tourism goods and services tax (TGST) alone is substantial, and even a 1% increase in tourist arrivals would result in significant additional income. Speaking about the planned increase in TGSTs next year, Giyas noted that the Ministry of Finance and Planning estimates straight revenue from tourism-related taxes will amount to 200 million rupiah, approximately $12 million. He explained that this figure translates to around $600 per tourist, with an additional 20,000 visitors contributing to the total. Giyas highlighted that while the Maldives maintains strong per tourist revenue due to its positioning as a luxury destination, there are ongoing challenges within the tourism sector. He noted that the increase in accommodation supply has outpaced demand, creating an imbalance that could pose economic risks if tourist arrivals do not grow proportionally. To address these concerns, Giyas suggested that guest houses focus on attracting high-end tourists to increase their profitability. Additionally, Giyas outlined plans to prioritize marketing efforts in key markets, including Russia, Germany, and other European countries, to boost occupancy rates. This strategy, he added, aims to counterbalance shorter stays typically associated with tourists from China and India. The Maldives Meteorological Service Met Office has forecasted adverse weather conditions in the northern and central atolls over the next 3 days, beginning December 30, 2024. While the southern atolls are likely to experience scattered showers, the Met Office warns that thunderstorms are expected to primarily affect the northern and central regions of the archipelago. The forecast follows severe weather earlier this month, which caused significant damage, including flooding in homes in Male and several atolls. The timing of this alert coincides with the school holidays, a period marked by increased travel. Many residents are expected to journey between atolls, raising concerns about safety during the anticipated rough weather. The Met Office has issued a cautionary advisory for seafarers, urging them to exercise vigilance and adhere to weather alerts during this period. Travelers and residents alike are advised to remain updated on the latest forecasts and take necessary precautions to ensure their safety amidst the challenging weather conditions. That's all for today. Thank you for joining us. We'll be back with more updates. Until then, stay informed and take care.